And here we go. Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs, children of all ages. Yes, I just sat here and recorded everything that Tama Tonga said earlier this week when he introduced us to the Bullet Club's new member, Jay White. But that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about Resolution Next, where we cover all the greatest things that happened on Wednesday night. That includes NXT. That also includes 205 Live and also NXT UK. Once Donovan gets here, I don't know where he's at. But that's besides the point as well, because this is your host, the man with a good head on his shoulders, because I have No Next to support it. Team No Next, the captain of Team No Next. Yeah, I said it. The AC Smooth. Along with me, I got my two guys right now. I got the Golden Warrior, Isaac. Along with him, oh, my fault, the Golden Warrior / High Father, Isaac Bell. Along with him, I have the modern day Mitsaraja. Mitt, what's going on, y'all?
I'm chilling, man. I'm anxious, man. I'm anxious for football season. For the postseason, I'm anxious for Wrestle Kingdom coming up on next Friday. That's gonna be fire. We all know it.
Oh yeah.
We all know it's going to be better than the Royal Rumble. I mean, it's the Royal Rumble, but let's face it, Wrestle Kingdom is going to be better.
Oh, yeah. Wrestle Kingdom is pretty much going to be Wrestle Kingdom is their WrestleMania, so it's definitely going to go above and beyond. And I might be able to watch it live. I'll see. I gotta get New Japan World first, but
also on top of that, I found out Impact Homecoming is on the 6th, and also on the 5th, David Starr is taking on Pac on Defiant Wrestling.
Ooh, are they going live with that?
No, I think it's going to be Defiant because they showed Defiant loaded on YouTube.
Right.
They showed it on YouTube, free episodes like MLW.
Which I'm behind on MLW. I need to catch up on that because I know I missed the Rich Swann versus Roosh.
Tom Lawler versus Simon Gotch happened.
Oh yeah.
This most recent episode.
You know, I'm surprised they actually let him use Simon Gotch. Because at first I know he was going by Simon Grimm.
No, it's Simon Gotch. I know it's Simon Crow for some reason too, but it's Simon Gotch.
So you're thinking of Solomon Crow?
Yeah, but I realized who that is.
Speaking of Solomon Crow, thank you, Mitt. Shout out to Mitt for letting me know about Sami Callihan's interview on Busted Open Radio. I was at the gym this morning, and the whole time I was at the gym, I was listening to that interview, and I was in tears. Like, I don't understand. I don't think y'all understand like how hilarious this dude really is, and it made me respect him even more just by seeing how down to earth this guy is.
Like, I think he is. He is going to be. Oh my gosh, he's going to be at WrestleCon. Oh my lord, he's going to be at WrestleCon.
You lucky. Shout out to my boy Brown. One of my homeboys. He's actually going to WrestleMania. So shout out to him. I'm slightly jealous.
Oh, speaking of WrestleMania, so this is only speculation. Okay, this is one part that's not speculation. Tama Tonga has announced that there's going to be a Bullet Club block party in New Jersey on April 7th. So the picture I saw, it looks like the outside of MetLife, but I'm not sure. So based on this speculation, it seems to me like Tama Tonga and I guess members of the Bullet Club and other fans are going to have a block party outside of MetLife while WrestleMania is going on.
They would do something like that. That's the actual Bullet Club member. So Tama, Tongaloa, Jay White and them?
Yeah, or like whoever. If anything, it'll be just G.O.D., maybe Fale. You know?
I feel like they'll bring Jay White around just to tag along.
Yeah. I mean, it's just speculation. That's just speculation. I'm not saying it's at MetLife, but they said it's in New Jersey on April 7th.
Ooh.
So So I can't think of anything else going on in New Jersey on April 7th.
Oh, nothing's going on April 7th in New Jersey other than WrestleMania.
Exactly. So that sounds like another Bullet Club invasion, only way more savage.
Oh yeah, because God is taking over that, along with Jay White.
Yeah, what's up, man?
How did you feel about Jay White taking over Bullet Club?
It's kind of like a throwback, to be honest. It reminds me of when Devitt was in charge.
What's up, James?
It reminds me of when Devitt was in charge. But only it's way more grounded because now they have everybody covering every division. Like, for example, like the guy in charge is a heavyweight. Not that there was anything wrong with Devitt being a junior, but he moved up to heavyweight eventually.
Right.
But I see in Jay White, I see somebody who's beaten Tanahashi before. He's beaten top guys before. He's beaten Tanahashi. He's beaten Okada. He's beaten Omega at certain points. So I know he's good. I know he can do it.
Yeah.
Because you remember when Devitt was in charge, whenever he would face Tanahashi or whatever, he wouldn't get over. He wouldn't get over on Tanahashi or Okada because they were just, you saw them. They were just amazing. You're like pulling the company along. So, but seeing that now you have a leader who is able to do that, and the way they're doing it, and the ire they draw, because they're drawing major ire and heat for this, it's great. Because you remember for a while, especially when Kenny took over, right around 17, they had Bullet Club fans, but in the start of 2017, people started respecting Bullet Club more. They weren't really heels anymore.
Yeah, after
all of 17, they weren't really heels.
Right.
And then Cody came along. They were still face, They kind of had that split, but they were still mostly face. And then 18 rolls back around, and then July 7th happens, and okay, Bullet Club is heels again. And then Kenny and everybody else, Kenny, the Elite left, Kenny, the Bucks, Hangman, all them left. Now, Bullet Club is straight heels. So, although it's weird seeing on Kenny's entrance video, he still has Bullet Club in there. So, it's odd, but, what are you gonna do?
Jamie said that Alexander Wolf looks like Josh Barnett.
No, it's funny because I just saw a picture of Josh Barnett on YouTube, and it does.
I'm gonna have to go look at Josh Barnett now, just for the laugh.
It looks like out of shape. If anything, I say Josh Barnett looks like a bigger, more diesel version of Buddy Murphy.
Stop! I was looking at Buddy Murphy watching the highlights of 205 Live where they were doing the recap everything that's happened over the year. And I looked at Buddy Murphy too quick and turned it around. I was like, wait, what is Edge doing on TV? And when did Edge get a beard?
I
was like, when did Edge get a beard?
First of all, I think Edge can use with Buddy Murphy.
I looked at the TV too quick and I turned back around and I was like, you think you know me?
By the way, I know we talk about Zelina Vega's nose and all that, but can we talk about Buddy Murphy's chin? That thing is out there. I'm sorry. I feel like that needed to be said.
He does have a pretty big chin. And you would think that having a beard would cover that, but no.
But it doesn't. It's out there.
It kind of brings more attention to it, but I'm pretty sure if he shaved, it'd be worse.
I can't even that beard is doing him a favor.
I don't know who has a weirder looking chin, Buddy Murphy or Jordan Devlin.
I was gonna say the Greg Holly.
You're forgetting someone.
Who else?
Ellsworth.
Who?
It's Ellsworth.
He has no chin. That's like you trying to sit here and have a question of who has a weirder neck, long neck or fat neck. You say no neck. James Ellsworth is disqualified because he has no chin.
The Great Khali had a weird chin. I thought like.
Oh yeah, he does have a weird chin.
Let me tell you about that gun. I went to the house show here years ago. Great Khali was driving a Mini Cooper out of all cars, okay?
He's driving a what now?
A Mini Cooper though?
Yes, a Mini Cooper at a house show here in Columbus a few years ago. I was like, what the hell?
How did he?
Look at that, James.
I don't know.
Like what? Well, I mean, Andre did fit in that car, so.
It's always the big guys. It's always in like the smallest cars. It was this guy when I was in marching band in high school. The dude was about 270, and he's driving like, dude, you're 6'3", 270. You're driving a Mini Cooper.
Did he play tuba?
He was a percussion instructor.
Oh. Did he play? Which bass did he play?
No, he was a snare guy.
Oh.
He was just big.
Okay.
I mean, he wasn't fat, but he was like built
that,
big.
Like that big dude from Drumline. You remember that big dude in Drumline who hit Nick Cannon and then hit the drum?
I do not like Drumline. As a member of an HBCU marching band, that is like the most false thing you could ever see when it comes to marching bands, especially in the HBCU reality. Yeah, especially when I saw Drumline too, I was like, this is trash.
Oh my gosh.
Like so look, this is how I reacted to Drumline 2 while watching it. Think back to 2013 at the Royal Rumble when Rey Mysterio came out number 30. How did the crowd act?
Oh, dude.
Oh yeah, that was me from the beginning to the end of Drumline.
It wasn't like a reluctant boo. It was more like they didn't want to boo because it's Rey Mysterio, but they wanted to boo because it wasn't Daniel Bryan.
Exactly.
You know. So that means like you booed because.
I wanted it to be good.
I know, that's what I'm saying. That's why you were reluctant to boo. You wanted to boo because you booed because it was trash. You didn't want to boo because it was marching band.
Yeah, but like it's like Drumline is kind of what got me interested in even like any kind of interest of being in the HBCU band. And that got there, I was like, okay, this is nothing like Drumline. And then I see the second one. It was like, okay, they got some influence from people that actually marched in HBCU bands. Like, I'm sitting here watching the movie, and I see people that I personally know. And like, I personally know. I was like, oh, snap, there goes such and such. Trash.
Y'all do it better, though. Y'all do it better.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all do it way better. I'm saying Norfolk State does it better. Yeah, I said it.
Hey, man, shout out to the Legion, man. They had a great 2018, like, from like Juice WRLD retweeting them, LMI retweeting them, and then going out and having a music video where they have like some 100,000 views from a group named Justice that's not even from America. Yeah, shout out to my band.
Were they Korean?
No, European.
Hey, you said Juice WRLD?
No, Justice. Juice WRLD.
No. You said Juice WRLD retweeted them, right?
Yeah, Juice WRLD, Sheck West, LMI, all of them got shout outs from all of them from the Mo Bamba jump, the Boot Up, and Lucid Dreams.
Fun fact, ESPN did a poll for they did the top 10 of bands in the country, and guess who's at the top?
The Legion.
The Legion. I saw it on Twitter a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I was at school and I saw it. I was like, oh snap. Yeah, but they got 592,000 views after 1 week, so that's dope. And most of those views are not even American views, so that was amazing. Shout out to y'all. I worked with a guy once that was 6'5". He drove a Honda First. I mean, a Honda's not that bad though. I mean, if you're in a Bug or a coupe or a Mini Coupe, we gotta have a conversation. What's up, Jesse?
I mean, I drive on the Civic. So.
I mean, I drive a Jetta. I'm 280.
I drive a Versa.
So I mean, And I sometimes I kind of do feel big in the car, but I mean I still look normal driving the Jetta. I mean it's still kind of roomy. Hey Mitt, did you catch UK? Because I know you said you saw something about Dieter. My fault, Bartel. I called him by his actual name, Axel Dieter Jr. But Marcel Bartel. Want to bring that up before we start talking NXT UK?
Yeah, Marcel Bartel made a debut in the second hour.
Ah.
Really?
Not only him, Deanna Purrazzo made a debut.
Ooh, I was wondering what they were going to do with her. Because I realized they haven't really put her on TV on the mainland NXT. Then again, they still have a lot of people that really haven't had like a televised match on NXT television. You got Purrazzo, you have Lacey Lane that's still back there. And then Casey Catanzaro was one of the ones that really made waves in the tournament. So they got women for days over there.
Mm-hmm.
So I wasn't able to talk about this too much Monday, but I'm happy that they're getting the tag team division now because I remember James and we had a conversation while we were on Blog Talk. And he was like, they need to go ahead and have the tag division. I was like, not yet. And he was like, why did you think so? I'm like, well, the thing is, they don't have enough women yet. And this is when they only had 9 women on Raw and 9 women on SmackDown. Now I lost count. And now they're getting ready to bring up Lacey Evans and Nikki Cross. So have at it. Just don't mess it up, and we'll be straight. Fingers crossed.
I mean, I'm all for it, but the thing is, I don't think it's the right timing. Yeah.
The right timing would have been Evolution, in my opinion, but who do I know? It made more sense. I mean, we all knew it was coming. Like, why not just go ahead and crown the first champions in Evolution?
And remember, they were teasing us about the tag team for like what, a year or so?
Yeah.
And I said, okay, let's put them.
Like it was in the way he announced it was just so odd. It was like, oh yeah, we're gonna have women's tag team titles. Also, John Cena's coming next week. Like, and the thing got me, it was in a backstage segment while Vince dressed up as Santa Claus, and you announced something that big, something we haven't had in WWE since the 1980s, and you announced that in the backstage segment, and he's like nonchalantly saying it.
Shows how much they care.
Like they did all this, everything else they've done with the Revolution. Even though I haven't been the biggest fan of everything that they've done, but everything else they've announced for this women's revolution that they have going on now, they've done it with the women kind of like either around the ring or on the stage, and everybody's in the ring, and then they have this big to do about it, and they have a big celebration moment. This was one of those ones was like, oh, well, yeah, we're gonna have tag team titles for the women. Oh, and John Cena's going to be coming back. Oh, and such is going to be coming back. So, I mean,
it would have been more important than that. By the way, on the topic of Marcel Bartel, I listened to the Ring Camp theme for Walter, and it's dope.
Oh, yeah. I heard it before. I cannot wait for Ring Camp to go ahead and make their start on NXT UK. And y'all know, as soon as I saw Walter coming to NXT UK, I've been talking about Ring Camp since that day. And to see that Marcel Bartel is on NXT UK now, Ring Camp is coming.
Are they actually using him? Like he's not just jobbing out like he was?
Did he job?
No, he actually won.
Oh, snap! He got to win. Ring Camp is coming, y'all.
Here's the thing. Here's the one thing I don't think any of us are aware of. They're probably going to change the name.
They probably will. It just depends on copywriting because they've been using other things. Like look at the Mighty before one. I forget which one got released, but the Mighty. Yeah, Shane Thorne got released. We didn't talk about that one, I don't think. But before that, he because at first they were CM61. I think they had a lot of copyright issues with CMDK, which is the Mighty Don't Kneel. And now, before the release of Thorn, they were going by the Mighty. And then I remember seeing up in like the banner, it was like the Mighty Don't Kneel. I was like, oh, so they must have got that cleared through now. So they were starting to use the CMDK thing more towards the end of that run.
You saw what happened to War Machine. They were War Machine for like ever, and then now they're War Raiders.
I think that was more because it's something. War Machine is something else, but that I don't know. We'll see. I mean,
Well, they called Rhino War Machine when he was in TNA. So there's that.
yeah, that might have been it because I think that would have been more confusing. But I mean, War Raiders, War Machine. Is it that much a difference? There's still war.
Yeah, true.
I mean, at this point now, does anybody still call them War Raiders? See, I don't call the War Machine anymore. It's got to a point where it's like, because I remember, because it was like during that time where they were signing all these indie talents, like when NXT had just got started, they were changing names left and right. Hideo Itami. When they changed his name from Kenta to Hideo Itami, I saw a lot of internet people complaining. But at this point now, who's really calling him Kenta?
Nobody.
Exactly. Finn Balor. Who's calling Finn Balor Prince Devitt?
Well, nobody knows him as Prince Devitt unless you're in New Japan. I know him as Prince Devitt.
I mean, even I know about Prince Devitt, but I mean, at this point now, at a certain point, the name kind of just grows on you. You don't really realize, oh, well, we were calling him this at one point. Like what? I'm pretty sure most people, if Balor ever leaves, you're still gonna have people call him. You could probably have more people calling him Finn Balor than you're gonna have him calling him Prince Devitt. I mean, people still call Neville instead of calling him Pac.
Or Adrian Neville.
See, I forgot his name was Adrian. Oh yeah, shout out to Rusev, Alexander Rusev, that is. It's because it's like they changed so much, and then like after a certain period of time, you're complaining about it, but then you kind of forget why you're mad. Is like, oh, Rusev. Oh, Neville. Who else did they change names on? Like, Elias Sampson, Big E Langston, Elias Sampson. Like nobody knows what his last name was.
Apollo Crews, girl, he got that back. Apollo Crews.
Does anybody know what EC3 stands for? And no, not the formula for success.
Ethan Carter the third.
There you go. Like WWE people won't realize that. There was like EC3. What does that stand for? 10-year-olds like, what does EC3 stand for?
He said no, not the formula to success.
That's Donovan's thing. What else happened in UK?
They announced the takeover
Oh yeah, I saw that.
London and Rhea Ripley opponent.
Rhea Ripley versus Tony Storm.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be good. Ask Isaac. We're gonna get that podcast. Shut up, Jamie. Oh yeah, Antonio Cesaro.
Oh yeah. Oh, forgot about that.
Antonio, like I remember. Oh my gosh, I remember that whole thing with Oksana. That was bad.
That was weird.
It was very. I never thought Oksana was that cute in the first place.
I know she just looked so artificial.
You know,
You can tell it's artificial.
I saw a lot of people that loved the when Dana Brooke was part of Worldwide. I thought she all you know, like, I'm sorry to say this, like, you got a group of black guys and you got that one white person that wants to act black. but then like they have no rhythm whatsoever. They just like they stick out like a sore thumb. Like you have your M&Ms and like you have your M&Ms and your you have Eminem and you have B-Rad. There you go. For those that don't know who B-Rad is, Malibu's Most Wanted.
that was your other person?
She's a B-Rad.
Wow.
She's not an Eminem. She's a B-Rad.
I was assuming you were going to say Daniel Bergoli, because she sucks at what she's doing.
Oh my God! Don't remind me of bad baby. That's what her name is. Bad baby.
You didn't even spell it right. That's how you know it's bad. You didn't spell either thing.
She's a B-Rad too.
You shot it way too hard.
Her production, her album was good, but her rapping is trash. Like, shout out to her producer.
You're saving her career. Her producer.
Whoever
Whoever her producer is, you're saving her career.
Right.
From where it could be. In the toilet.
That was a Brazzers moment. Me with Titus Worldwide. Oh my gosh. Why did he say that? He said that Dana and Titus with Apollo was a Brazzers moment.
Ew.
I think you meant a black moment, but okay.
Let's move on.
Hey man, shout out to Anus Cancer. If y'all didn't know, that's Dana Brooks' boyfriend. What else happened, man? My fault.
I was on and off. So
I mean, Joe Coffey just beat Ligero. I can tell you that much.
oh my God, that was a great match to watch.
Oh yeah, I just watched it. Well, would that be? Well, I mean, if Donovan comes in, he can talk about it if he comes in. But I mean, we covered the biggest news for it. I mean, and the NXT UK takeover happening in Blackpool, and then Rhea Ripley is going to be taking on. Is going to be defending her title against Toni Storm, and the tag team title is going to be the inaugural tag team champions will be decided at the same show. 205 Live was another very, very slow episode. It was pretty much the best of 2018. And may I say, 205 Live has been this year at 205 Live has been a vast improvement over everything that we've seen with this brand. When 205 Live got to start, do you want to know who the first people to have a match at 205 Live were?
The Singh Brothers or the Bollywood?
The Bollywood Brothers, also known as the Singh Brothers, were the first ones to have a match on 205 Live. That should tell you everything you should know about what happened in the beginning of the show, the inception of 205 Live.
You know what I always remember? I was watching it now and I said, well, considering all the great matches we've had just in this year alone, what if they didn't give the title to Enzo and Pac had stayed, and Neville, I'm calling him Pac had stayed? Can you imagine the matches you would have had with like Mustafa Ali or Cedric Alexander or even Buddy?
I'm so mad now because I really wanted the Pac. I really wanted Neville versus Mustafa Ali. I would love to see Neville versus Buddy Murphy. And I don't think it happened on NXT because they were there. I don't think Buddy Murphy was around as much when Neville was there.
No, he wasn't.
So, I mean, we missed out on a lot of great matches. But, I mean...
Speaking of what, I just thought about it. I actually got to see Neville Pac wrestle.
I did. I got to see him in his young stage. Matter of fact, funny thing, I went to a show. I believe I went with my sister. We went to a SmackDown show. As soon as I walked in, you know how I never used to have the pyro. We were at the Scope. So as soon as I walked into the Norfolk Scope, his pyro hit. So like stepped in the door, boom, we all jumped like what is going on? My sister was like, what is going on? I was like, oh, let's hurry up. Neville's wrestling. And guess who he was wrestling? Apollo Crews.
Good match.
It was pretty solid. I mean, this was before he even was Apollo Crews. I don't know what his name was. He was probably going by Uhaa Nation. Like, he had just got signed. And for some odd reason, he was there. And it was a dark match.
I think when I saw Pop, it was
interesting.
it was on my show in LA. I went to Raw in LA, October 3rd, 2016, in the Staples Center, and I walked in. It was already mid-match, and Neville was wrestling Curtis Axel before the Miz Taraj, and I remember watching it, and Neville got the victory. I think it was on Main Event or whatever. But he got the victory, and the climb up top hit the red arrow. So I've seen Pac hit the red arrow, or the black arrow, as it's called now.
I've seen that one. That is amazing to watch, like in person.
You know, it's even better because I was sitting six rows. I was sitting 6 rows back from the barricade, so seeing it up that close.
And I tell you, sitting so close up to the ring is an amazing thing. Yeah, WWE definitely missed out on New Heart Foundation.
Yeah, with Teddy, Brian Pillman Jr. and Davey Boy.
Yeah, no, he was just saying Teddy Hart and Davey Boy. I mean, they just messed up on Davey Boy as it was when he was there in the first place.
No, with the Hart Dynasty. I like that.
I mean, they had something going there, but they weren't going to do too much of that because I still feel like there's still a lot of bad blood when it comes to Hart's in WWE.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't think everything has been.
They won't let Owen in.
Yeah, I feel like that has something to do with it. But I mean, they just mended the bridge between Brett and WWE, but it's still some bad blood there.
When did they even let him in? When did they let Brett in?
Did they ever let Brett in?
Yeah, they let him in.
Ooh, I gotta go look it up because I didn't think he was in.
Now for the Owen case, that's more of his wife.
Yeah, his wife is really killing that. Like, his wife is really killing that vibe. Like, I feel like he should have been in 10 years ago, but his wife is, and I can understand why she feels the way she feels, but I mean, I'm pretty sure Owen knew the risk he was taking. But I mean, just her being his wife, I completely understand her stance. What do y'all want to see first? Before we get to the big announcement for 205, Dane wanted to know who do we think should be the first women's tag champs. I say the Iconics. Just for the sake of the heat they could get.
Yeah, that's true.
Lord, I miss the Iconics on TV.
2006. Brett went in the Hall of Fame 2006.
Huh?
Brett went into the Hall of Fame 2006. Same year as Eddie.
Okay. Good stuff. The big announcement for 205 Live is the title match at the Royal Rumble. It will be a fatal 4-way match. So what they're going to do is the 3 contenders will have to earn their spot into the fatal 4-way. Next week we have Leo Rush. He's taking on. I want to say it's no, it's not Tozawa. No, he's taking on Kalisto. Leo Rush versus Kalisto.
Yeah.
Cedric Alexander is taking on Hideo Itami next 2 weeks from
That
now.
should be fire.
Oh my gosh, that's gonna be great. Tozawa is taking on
Drew Gulak.
oh my dad is gonna win. Yeah, Gulak's win. So I'm gonna take a shot.
Second.
I'm gonna say the match is probably gonna be Buddy Murphy defending his title against Leo Rush, Drew Gulak, and Cedric Alexander.
Yeah, it would have been Mustafa if he wasn't caught up.
I think Mustafa is they're probably not gonna use Mustafa as much on 205.
Yeah, what was it being called on SmackDown?
He'll probably still work some matches there, but I don't think he's gonna be working as much with 205 guys. Because at this point now he's a official member of the SmackDown crew. So he's gonna be doing more house show matches now.
I want to see him and Shelton.
Oh my gosh, when I saw him walk up to Shelton, I really felt like that was gonna happen.
I'm waiting for him and Daniel too, because they're gonna have a one-on-one match.
Oh yeah, that's gonna happen again. And it might be a television match for the title.
Yeah, maybe. He's not gonna win.
Oh, he's not gonna win, but just the teaser that we got. Or matter of fact, they haven't really set anything up for Daniel Bryan at Royal Rumble.
They really haven't.
How long has we got the Royal Rumble? 4 weeks? 3 weeks?
Too long, but who knows? But like I said, it doesn't matter because we all know Wrestle Kingdom is going to be 10 times better.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, it could be set up to where he's going to defend it against Buddy Murphy. Not Buddy Murphy, but what if we get Daniel Bryan versus Mustafa Ali at Royal Rumble?
That is true.
If that happens on top of this 205 Live match,
I feel like that's where we're going because AJ's not doing it. Because AJ already had his shots. So AJ's not going to do it.
I can see that. Well, Asuka has the championship, the women's title of SmackDown. So I see Naomi and Lana Daniel. But yeah, like if that happens on top of what we got already with the this could shape up to be a really, really good Royal Rumble. I mean, I'm not expecting much out of Brock and Braun, but I mean you got Daniel Mustafa. The Cruiserweight match is gonna be good.
Maybe Asuka, Sonya.
Oh my gosh, Rusev and whoever, because Rusev's been killing it.
Yeah.
We could really get a solid to really, really good Royal Rumble. On top of the Royal Rumble match, which is already something that people are look forward to as it is.
Yeah. As long as they do it, as long as they're executing right.
Yeah. With the proper execution and the one thing that's been WWE's Achilles heel with pay-per-views has been the matchup, the match lineup, how they order the matches.
Yeah.
Like I feel like a lot of the pay-per-views that were bad this year would have been a lot better if you switched up. If there was a shuffle button on the WWE network, it might make some of the quality of these shows better.
Well, yeah, that's why Crown Jewel was doomed to fail anyway. But
Yeah.
that could have been executed way better. The match they had as the main event should not have been the main event. That's all.
Oh yeah, that was that was bad.
Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The fact that y'all left the show with that 2-minute anger fest.
Oh no, the last match was the AARP match.
Oh, right.
Sponsored by James.
Right.
But yeah, ready for 205? 205. We just talked about 205. NXT.
By the way, here, before we go any further, so what are your favorite moments from 205? One moment from 205 Live this year. personally, I love the no holds barred match, the false start anywhere match, Mustafa Ali, Hideo Itami.
I still gotta go Mustafa Ali versus Buddy Murphy. And don't get me wrong, Mustafa Ali versus Hideo Itami was amazing. That Fatal 4-Way was great. It was just so many moments this year. 205 Live hit some new heights. Like as soon as Triple H took everything over from the tournaments on, like the tournament was great. And then all the stories started adding up, and then things started getting really good. Yeah, but I think my top moment was that the superplex spot off the stairs.
Oh yeah.
I think I'm gonna go back and watch that.
What about you, Matt? What's your favorite moment from 205 Live this year?
Wow, there's been a lot. But I have to say, the Buddy Murphy win of the cruiserweight.
Yeah, that was well deserved.
If you really think about it, it really set the momentum. So I have to say that.
Yeah, Buddy Murphy's been like we all talk like when you think of 205 Live, you think of Gulak, you think of Cedric Alexander, you think of Buddy Murphy, but the X factor of 205 Live for 2018 has by far been Buddy Murphy. Like you look at the top 5 matches of 205 Live, and how many of them do not include Buddy Murphy? 1. Out of my top 5, 1 does not include Buddy Murphy. And that's Hideo Itami versus Mustafa Ali. Outside of that, I got 2 matches with Mustafa Ali and Buddy Murphy. Murphy versus Cedric at Super Showdown.
I actually like Cedric and Buddy during the Cruiserweight title match on 205 Live.
Oh yeah, that was good too. Like Buddy Murphy, and I shout out to my boy Brown. He was saying like he wants to see Buddy Murphy versus Kenny Omega.
I would.
Oh my gosh, that'd be amazing.
I mean, what would everybody start to use stage or just
Because if you think of it, Buddy Murphy's kind of idol, like his fighting style kind of mirrors Kenny's. A little bit.
Yeah, he does throw that V-trigger towards the end.
Oh, his V-triggers are very vicious too.
Yeah. Like they're
Chin Man.
Oh my gosh. Oh, by the way, I know this isn't before we go to NXT. Posted in the group, but Naito says he's going to retire Chris Jericho at Wrestle Kingdom.
Yeah, I saw that.
So, as if you needed any more reason to watch Wrestle Kingdom, Tetsuya Naito says he's going to retire Chris Jericho.
Oh, that's going to be amazing.
Yeah, so just in case anybody needed any other reason to watch Wrestle Kingdom.
And if I don't stay to watch Wrestle Kingdom, it's always going to be on or it's going to be on Access. Thank you, Access Network.
I'm telling you, there's nothing going to be like it than watching it live.
Oh yeah, definitely.
With Kevin Kelly and Don Callis freaking out, especially Kevin Kelly. Love that dude.
So I definitely am going to try to stay up for that. I need to go pick me up a few things at Cappuccino or some 5-Hour Energies.
I'm gonna get like 3 kickstarts from 7-Eleven the night before, and then like sleep. I'm gonna sleep during the day. Then when night comes, like around like 11ish, drink 1, watch matches to keep me up, and then drink another one, to keep me going, and then during the third one, that's when the show starts. I'm going to keep drinking the third one while watching.
Yeah.
Also, probably sitting in my car watching MTV from waking my neighbors. Because, I mean, the whole show is going to be fantastic.
Oh yeah, I've seen the card, and I'm really looking forward to. Is that Ishii versus?
Ishii versus Zack Sabre Jr.
Oh my gosh.
There's that. There's Ibushi versus Ospreay. Ibushi versus Ospreay is starting off the card. That's the first match.
Wow, isn't it? I thought usually the junior tag match open.
What the hell?
Doesn't it? Didn't it junior tag match usually open up the card?
No. But Ibushi Ospreay is starting the card.
Oh my
Then,
gosh.
for some reason, his match kind of got thrown on there. Cody is taking on Juice Robinson. That match is probably going to be the calm down match. I'm not saying this is going to be bad, but that's going to be a match that, okay, everybody calm down your heart rates from how great the other matches were.
Oh yeah, you need that.
The really good stuff. Because after that match, that's when you get into Zack Sabre Jr., Ishii, you get into Kushida, Taiji Ishimori, get into Naito, Jericho, and then you get into Tanahashi, Omega. So, if there are a lot of these matches are going to be at least 4.5 stars.
I got this for Christmas, guys.
What? I can't see it. Oh, Fire Pro?
Yeah.
Nice. I saw you put Pac in there already.
Oh yeah, I downloaded him.
So,
I made AC Smooth as well, but he sucks.
well,
I lost to Toru Yano.
Oh yeah, you're trash. If you lost to Toriano, you're trash.
But you know what? The way I lost to Yano was it was the odd way. I got disqualified. This idiot pulled a chair out of his tights and threw it to my hands and like went into fetal position twice, and I got disqualified.
He pulled the hang on. He pulled an Eddie Guerrero home.
Yes, and I got disqualified.
To Toriano. You lost to Toriano because he pulled an Eddie Guerrero.
Yes, I should have went against a young lion.
You should be ashamed for losing like that.
Hey, it was like my second match, so I mean, I was garbage, but I'm starting to get the hang of it now.
I mean, it is Toriano, so I would expect it to be different, but like,
Yeah, this game it's very difficult to actually get.
wow. I'm so weak over the fact that he Eddie Guerrero. That's funny.
I was weak. I was like, oh my gosh, what in the world?
That's funny right there.
But yeah, like it's nothing like the other fighting games that I play. It's like if you're a button masher, this is not your game. If you like mashing buttons in a fighting game, you're going to lose every single time.
All right, so what happened on NXT?
NXT, we started off with the Fatal 4-Way to determine the number one contender for the women's title against Shayna Baszler at TakeOver Phoenix. We had the undefeated Bianca Belair. What'd you say, Mitt?
The Fresh Princess of Bel-Air.
The undefeated, my girl Bianca Belair, Fresh Princess. My fault. The Fresh Queen of Bel-Air. I'm going to put it that way. Taking on to be called up lady of NXT, Lacey Evans. I had to make sure I would say Lacey Lane.
But you know, it is WWE, so we're gonna see. I have high hopes for Lacey Evans.
Oh yeah, I love Lacey.
You know, she has her own brand of hand sanitizer.
Say what?
Like she has hand sanitizer for nasties. Like that's what she calls the fans.
Hold on. Shad, I hate you. Hey, Mitt, Shad came and he was like, because he was gonna say no neck rocks. Did y'all see Shad's his creator wrestler of me?
No.
Oh my gosh, I gotta go find it again. This dude personally made me a creator wrestler. I felt so special. But you had Lacey Evans, Bianca Belair, and Io Shirai, and Mia Yim. I can never think of her name. She's the Akira Tozawa of NXT right now because I can never think of her name. Obviously, undefeated. Bianca Belair pulled off the win with her. I don't know what the move is called, but I like it. It's better than the alley-oop.
Yes. Yeah.
But she pulled off the win, so you're gonna have Bianca Belair versus Shayna Baszler. That's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I mean, she could win because it's getting close to that time, and then Shayna could make her debut at the Rumble. But I don't know.
I don't think it's necessary. She gonna necessarily debut at the Rumble. She probably do Amber did at the Rumble. Still be in NXT and just be caught up later.
I can see her because it's gonna have to come to a point now where they are really toying with us with this 4 horsewoman thing.
Yeah.
Like it's 3 out of 4. Might as well go ahead and add the 4th one. I mean, what kind of car drives with 3 wheels?
You got me there. Well, yeah, you got me there. I was also gonna say, like, and the thing about it is that I feel like if you do it, I would say one of them has to be a champion, but one of them doesn't have to be. Like, it's better if you have it as horsewoman versus horsewoman, none of them can be champions. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, it would have to be like it's just 4 on 4. They're just fighting. Like, nobody can be tag champs.
But I mean, even if they wanted to go that route, they could have them dominate. Ronda's Raw champ, Shayna SmackDown champ, and then Marina and Jessamine are tag champs.
And that's what I'm saying. If you want to do that versus horsewoman of NXT versus horsewoman of MMA, like, the titles, I wouldn't say they have to be, but you either do it with no champs, nobody has titles, or like maybe dominant, one side is dominant than the other, or like it's split. That's what I'm saying. You should have it for like Survivor Series,
right?
Where one of them, like Ronda's Raw Women's Champion, which, I mean, the way this is going, I mean, she could very well be. I don't know. Like Ronda's Raw Women's Champion, or even SmackDown Women's Champion. Like, maybe we get Asuka Ronda somewhere in the future, which, let's all be honest, we want to see that. I mean, let's be real. and
Interesting.
Like, we could get that, and then Ronda's on SmackDown, Becky's on Raw. For some reason, Bayley and Sasha don't go anywhere, and Charlotte moves over to Raw. And then with Baszler get called up to SmackDown before Ronda goes to Raw, they all meet up, and then we have Survivor Series, SmackDown, Ronda's Raw Women's Champions, or even Shayna's Raw Women's Champion, taking on Charlotte and Charlotte or Becky, whoever's Raw Women's Champion over there.
Yeah, there's some few things they could do here to have a little bit of fun with it. So it's just up to the creative minds of the WWE. Fingers crossed. Let's see what they do with it.
Yeah, but it's like, if you're gonna do it like that, you do it at Survivor Series. If not, you're gonna do it before Survivor Series, then either one person has to have a title or nobody does.
Either Survivor Series or
SummerSlam.
Like,
because it's not gonna go down in Mania. You either do that at SummerSlam or Survivor Series.
the thing that came to my mind was like I was saying, like, have the all 4 of them hold those titles, and then maybe at WrestleMania, another way of having the 4 horsewomen versus 4 horsewomen matches have yeah, and then have like Charlotte versus Ronda, Becky versus Shayna, and then Bailey and Sasha taking on Jessamine and Marina.
For like the tag team titles.
Right. So they could do it that way.
But in order for this to happen,
Cheese It Bowl.
I don't know if it needs to be. I mean, well, actually, if you do it for Survivor Series, yes. Survivor Series, yes.
Survivor Series or Evolution. So
Yeah. Well, you don't know they're going to do Evolution again. They might, but.
I have not watched the bowl game all year.
Considering the fact they're going back to Saudi Arabia, that reportedly they're going back to Saudi Arabia for 2 more shows, and yeah, they may do Evolution again.
Oh yeah, I definitely they got a 10-year deal with Saudi Arabia, and when the president is not condemning anything that happened over there, you know his good friend is not going to be hesitant to go back over there now.
Yeah. You know, what with him having funded some of the campaign and everything. So.
Oh yeah, you already know 45 and Vince are pretty tight. Even though I think it was weird because I felt like wasn't what's her name? Oh snap! It's Marcel Bartel. Oh, my fault. I'm watching NXT UK, so he just like showed up on my screen.
told you.
Mark Andrews. That's a pretty big start. But I mean, we'll see where it goes there. I mean, there's a lot you could do there, but let's move on. We had a quiet match. Jackson Riker taking on said person who I couldn't figure out his name because I was too worried about what happens to the commentators.
Yeah, I was trying to think of his name too. I couldn't think of it.
That match just felt so empty without like the commentators talking through it. So it was like
someone was getting yelled at because of that. Like I just picture like somebody backstage, Triple H yelling at somebody like, "What happened? What happened? Fix it. Why isn't there sound? Fix it. Fix it."
yeah. Because at first I thought I was going crazy, and then I went to Twitter. I was like, okay, everybody else is feeling the same way I'm feeling right now. So like, what is happening right now?
Like who's responsible? What happened? The power now. I will fix it. Why are you looking at me? Fix it right now.
Jamie said he will always be Gunner.
I don't just picture. That is how I remember.
Definitely Cody.
I'm just saying. I just remember, like, I'm just picturing Triple H, somebody freaking out backstage, and then like somebody telling Triple H, "Yeah, the sound went out." I was like, "Well, go figure it out." And then you see the other guy going back saying, "What is wrong? Tell me what's going on, and let's work through it." Not man. So that's it.
But yeah, Jackson Riker won very easily here. And then we get to the main event. We had Heavy Machinery taking on the Undisputed Era.
That was a pretty good match.
Definitely.
I really love that theme.
Huh?
What was your favorite theme you heard this year in 2018?
Shayna Baszler's theme song was
That is, I can't even argue.
like I love Shayna Baszler's theme song.
I was going to either say that one or Keith Lee's before it came in, when he was on the Indies.
Yeah, I like that one.
You know, because he sang it himself. He did it. I love that. I love the idea he sang his own thing. He did his own thing. I was kind of bummed when he came to NXT and he didn't have it. I was like, come on. I'm like, come on, man. Like, it's his own thing. You don't mean to tell me y'all have to make something when he's already got something, and it's not like it's over.
Yeah, just like R-Truth. He did a rap song. You know, it had that theme since TNA.
That is true.
I mean, R-Truth does his. Booker T actually did his. It was a point where he wasn't using the one that we are so known that he's so known for, and it's between WCW and WWE, but it was like at one time he was like, "Can you dig it?"
That was funny.
Didn't Shawn Michaels sing his?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sean did his. You know, for the longest time, before I found out it was somebody else, I had this weird feeling, like I pictured Triple H singing his own theme.
You know,
Until I really did. For the longest time.
I could see that.
Until I heard it, because then I looked at who sang his theme, like the guy who looked at him. Then I looked at her. I'm like, you sure you wanted to say?
Did y'all know Nicki Minaj did a theme song for WWE?
Who's one of them?
Victorious.
Really?
I ain't the lady to mess with. That one. Go back and listen to it and tell me you don't hear it. And I want to say somebody else did one too. Another female rapper.
Sheldon did like the opening for his. The Usos do theirs right now.
Yeah.
Mysterio did his, didn't he?
Yeah. Yeah.
John Cena did both of his.
His own?
Well, two of the three. 2 of the 4. My fault. He had 4.
Cena had 4 themes.
He had the debuting theme song. Then he had the little one when he started doing the Dr. Thugonomics. Then he went to Basic Thugonomics. Then he's at My Time Is Now.
I don't care what anybody says. Basic Thugonomics is better than My Time Is Now.
Oh, facts.
It is way better. Like after Jordan Lucas did rate the bars on YouTube for Genius.
Zach, where you going with this?
He rated John Cena's bars for My Time Is Now. And he said it was basic. He called his bars basic. I said,
They were. I actually one of the wrestling real people are fake.
like it's funny. Those are funny. You know. So let's go. I wish they like keep this theme song.
But is there anything else y'all want to talk about before we head out?
Not really. I mean, I don't know if I was going to say this for my final thoughts, but I'm probably going to say it again. I'm calling it now. Rosemary returns January 6th at Homecoming.
I can see
Calling
it.
it now. I mean, if they said it the way they set it up, it's just going to be like Bound for Glory.
You might as well do your final thoughts now, Isaac.
Yeah, my final thoughts is simple. First of all, I'm calling all Cowboys fans. We are gonna meet in whatever way we can. We're gonna organize a meet. We're gonna have a revival. We're gonna have a revival for the playoffs. We're gonna meet, and we are gonna pray for the Cowboys that they go far.
Oh, y'all need to have Dak Prescott on the Warner's bench.
Yeah, we don't have that. We're gonna get together. We're gonna because if we're gonna do something big, it's gonna be good. That's one thing. Wrestle Kingdom's gonna be dope. We all know it is. Impact Homecoming. That's gonna be good. Not as good as Wrestle Kingdom, but it is gonna be good. Let's face it, Impact has been getting better and better every week. Also, David Starr versus Neville. I'm going to find a way to watch David Starr versus Pac. That's going to be fire. I think also in the same weekend, he's facing Zack Sabre Jr. Anyway, still, there's that. And then, the 4th through the 6th, January 4th through January 6th are going to be great days if you're a professional wrestling fan. Or Cowboys fan.
Yes, Daniel, 3-6 Mafia did Mark Henry's.
Oh, yeah, I remember that one. That was a good thing, too.
Yeah.
All right, those are my final thoughts.
Mick, go ahead.
My final thoughts are looking forward to the whole month of January during the Royal Rumble. I don't have a high expectation on it for the main event, but the cherry Kool-Aid milk. Yeah, that's what I call it.
The cherry what now?
The cherry Kool-Aid though.
Yes, the cherry Kool-Aid milk. That's what I call it.
Wow.
Yeah, January should be a good month for pay-per-view. There's TNA, Ring of Honor. No, not Ring of Honor. New Japan, 2 takeovers in 1 month. So I'm looking forward to that. And next year I'll be at the house shows with the race. Hopefully I can meet them.
Interesting. My final thoughts are I hope everybody had a very happy Christmas. Today is the first day of Kwanzaa. The day is Umoja, also known as Unity in English. Yeah, I'm observing this year. I started actually last year, so I've been posting all the days. So today was the first day of Kwanzaa. Umoja. Tomorrow is let me go back and look.
Which means self-determination.
There you go. So anybody that's celebrating Kwanzaa this year, happy Kwanzaa.
Real quick, sorry.
We-
Thanks for reminding me. There'll be no Facebook Live anymore as of tomorrow for Hashtag Beautiful Life.
Hey, yeah, let me know where to go because I was really looking forward to talking with Chris yet last week. Like the girl, she made a few good points, but I kind of wanted to talk about some stuff like to go back and forth with what she was saying because I know she was talking about how like she didn't see why like Velveteen Dream and all those people didn't get called up by like EC3. Like EC3 didn't really need NXT to start off with.
Oh, you talking about Bay? You talking about Bay? Bay?
Who?
Bay. That's her name.
She can be Bay.
We're gonna be on Instagram Live pretty soon, but for now we're going to do conference call on the phone.
All right, I'm gonna try to come through, but yeah, she can definitely be. Oh, my bad. I need to get her sliding into DMs. Well, with that being said, you all, we're gonna go ahead and get on out of here. Y'all stay smooth. We'll see you next week on the same time. Maybe not, but I don't know. But I see you either way. Y'all be easy.
Peace.
What is her name again?